Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and in today's video, I'll be doing a solo playthrough of Compile. So in this video, I'm going to do a playthrough using Advanced Scenario 5 from the Compile Main 3 solo book. But instead of using the listed protocols, I'm going to draft them along with the bot from all of the Compile protocols released to date. Let's get rolling. Alright, so I'm ready to play another solo game of Compile. And I just had this on the channel recently, but the feedback was really positive. People like seeing the solo mode, so I am going to play again. And so do me a favor before we get going, like this video. If you're one of those people who want me to play some more Compile, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because I'm sure I'll be playing it again in the future, and you won't want to miss it. And if you have the means and desire, head over to my Ko-fi page, ko-fi, to make a contribution to the channel. As usual, I will thank all of my Ko-fi subscribers later in this video. But there's a couple of things that I want to point out before I get going. One, so I've got a couple playmats here again. I think this one on the right is from the original Compile, and this one is from Main 2 on the left, the orange one. I will put, again, just like I did last time, I'll put my protocols on the right side. I'll put my the bots protocols on the left side, and we'll say the left lanes are against each other, the center lanes, and the right lanes. That's the easiest way for me to think about it. But in having conversations with everybody after the last video, I do want to point out, one, the playmat is not required to play. It's nice to be able to pick the cards up off of. It helps to keep your lanes organized, and it has the order of events for your turn on both sides of the playmat. So your opponent sitting on the other side, you can see their protocols would go here, and then below that they can see their steps for their turn as well. So it's nice as like a player aid and an organizational tool, but it's not required. And again, that being said, normally when I play solo not on camera, I play down vertically as you normally would, and that works well for me. So when I play solo off camera, I use one playmat or sometimes zero. You don't really need it. Like I said, it's a luxury thing. I just wanted to point out a lot of people have like gone out and bought Compile after seeing my first solo playthrough, and I put a little gap here between the mats. I just wanted to show these are two separate playmats. I've got one here and I've got one here. I just wanted to make that clear because I don't know that everybody could tell from the first video. So today I'm going to be playing Advanced Scenario number 5 from the Compile Main 3 solo book. So I'll put that up on the screen. You can see it is called Bottleneck. And I'm playing 5 because I've beat 5. I don't beat it every time, but I can beat 5. I've never beat 6. That one's super hard. So I want to come back to that one. But normally when you play Bottleneck, the bot plays with Ambush, Momentum, and Overwhelm, which is, man, a really powerful combo. And on their turn, they play 3 cards. First, they play a card face down in the lowest value line. Then they play their second card face up and their third card face up. And then when they spend their control token, then they rearrange protocols. And again, that would be either the bot's own protocols or my protocols. But in lieu of any other rules or exceptions being called out, I interpret that as when the game state can change, it must change. So when the bot spends its control token, I take that to mean protocols must be rearranged. But I'm going to do something a little different just to sort of demo this. I am not going to have the bot take Ambush, Momentum, and Overwhelm. So instead, I've got 3 decks of cards here. These are all of the protocols from Compile Main 1 and Aux 1. And then these are all the protocols from Compile Main 2 and Aux 2. And then I've got on the right Compile Main 3 and Aux 3. So I've got 45 protocols here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to be first player, and we're going to just draft them like a normal 2-player game. So I'm the first player. I'm going to choose first. But just to put a little spin on it, we must choose one from each of the decks, and we will go in order. So I get to choose any protocol I want from Compile Main 1 or Aux 1, and I think I'm going to go with Speed. I like Speed. There's a lot of good stuff in here. And I don't know what I'm up against, but I'll start with Speed. So now I'm going to take this and shuffle it for a minute, and the bot is going to choose one from this deck and then one from the Compile 2 deck. So I'll give it 3 more shuffles, 2 more shuffles, 1 more shuffle. There. Okay, Gravity. So they've got gravity. What do we do? Left to right, right to left? Now I got to remember how this works. Yeah, if it was a normal setup, I'd put speed here. They would put gravity here. So that won't be against speed. So they're actually going to go from this side to that way. Okay, now they're going to pick something from here. There's a lot of good stuff in this deck. And I kind of want all of it, and I don't want them to have any of it. So let's stop shuffling. All right, they got, lucky. Well, that's an interesting one for them. And now I get to pick anything I want from here. I really like assimilation, and I was using that when I was trying to beat Advanced Scenario 6 because it let me steal some of their cards. But Corruption is another really good one. Mirror, Diversity, Clarity, War. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff in here. Time, Chaos is interesting. Unity. I think I want to go either Assimilation or Corruption. They're both pretty cool. Man, oh man, oh man. I'm going to go Assimilation. I really like that one. All right, so now I get to pick from Compile 3. Ooh, interesting. Momentum, Rigid, Sloth, Nova, Fulcrum, Flexible. Flexible's really handy. Man, Flexible, Speed, Assimilation sounds good. What else? Ambush, Inert, Pride, Greed, Wrath. Wrath and Lust are both good ones. From Envy's got some interesting stuff. Gluttony, man, Momentum can be powerful. Rigid's an interesting one too. Nova, man, what am I gonna do? I think I used Flexible in my last video, so I guess I won't do it again. Maybe I'll do the opposite of that. Maybe I'll do Rigid. Tried Inert. I know I played Pride. Wrath and Lust are both interesting though. Let's do Lust. That's a really interesting one. That's got some cool cards. And now we're going to shuffle these up and give one to the bot. All right, Pride. We've seen Pride before. Well, whatever. I randomized it, so it's what it is. All right, I'm going to set these aside, and I grabbed all the decks because I had them set aside. They're spread out all over the floor. Let's make sure I got the right ones. Gravity, Luck, and Pride. Okay, so I'll shuffle these up mostly off camera. And then for me, I've got Assimilation, Rigid. Where's Rigid? Why do I have Rigid? I didn't grab Rigid. Assimilation and Speed and Lust. Okay. Man. So this will more closely mirror, at least this setup will more closely mirror a regular 2-player game. And I just wanted to kind of demo this because I got a lot of questions and comments about, do you have to have Compile Main 3 to play the solo mode? And my opinion is no, not really. Like you can do this. You can mix and match. And the advanced mode scenarios, you can either come up with your own scenarios or, I mean, you can just download that booklet as a PDF. It's on Board Game Geek. So you can just replace the protocols with whatever you want and follow the rest of the directions. As I said, you can make your own scenarios. That wouldn't be too tough either. The only thing you need to note if you're going to do any of this swapping is that, they're not curated. So it's going to be potentially a lot swingier. You might get a combo that's really, really difficult, or you might get a combo that doesn't go well together and you just sweep the bot pretty easily. So just know that going in. But you can always tweak other variables in the scenario to make it work to your liking. So these are pretty shuffled. And I'll shuffle the bots cards now. And now would be a good time to put the names of all my coffee contributors up on the screen. So again, on coffee, you can make a contribution to Table for One for as little as $1. You can do that one time, or you can set that up to be recurring monthly. Anyone who has an active monthly contribution to Table for One gets their name in all of my videos in the reserved seating section. So thank you to all of you. And then the Table for One Head of the Table Award is for the top 10 contributors over the last 90 days. So thank you to all of you as well. I would love to see your name on both of those lists. So head over to Coffee, KO-FI, find a link in the description. I would surely appreciate it. All right, these are probably shuffled too though. So we can now get started with the gameplay. So let's take 5 cards and make the queue for the bot. There's the deck. And I need 5 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's my deck. Let's say we've got Speed. Oh, I love Speed too. Lust 5, Lust 0. That is a crazy card. Assimilation 6, Lust 3. All right, a lot of Lust cards. So 0 has this top command that says each player's total value in this line is increased by 10. So that can ratchet things up pretty quickly. And it lets you gain control when you play it. And then the bottom command, your opponent can't compile if you have control. So that's wild. Assimilation 6 has this end command on the bottom. Play the top card of your deck face down on your opponent's side. So Assimilation has a lot of like card swapping, but I think I probably want to start with speed too. This top command is when this card would be deleted by compiling, shift this card instead, even if this card is covered. So I really like that card. I want to get it down. And now we go to the bot. So they start, they don't have control, they can't compile, so they're going to take their actions. And so they play 3 actions. The first, play a card face down in their lowest value line. And so when the bot has to make a decision, I decide where they're going to play it. Do I want them to compete against my speed, my assimilation, or lust? I think I'm probably going to push lust. So let's have them go here in the luck line. All right, then the next two plays 2 more cards and it plays them face up. So luck 0. State a number, draw 3 cards, reveal 1 card drawn with the face-up value of your stated number. You may play it. Interesting. So I get to make the decision for the bot, and so I'm going to say 5. So I'm going to draw 3 cards, and we get to see what they are in this case. There is no 5, so then I'm just going to shuffle these up. And put them here. They drew 3 cards. So they didn't draw 5, so they couldn't play it. So that was their second card that they've played. Now they're going to play 1 more card face up. They have Pride 4. If you have control, you may shift one of your opponent's cards to this line. Well, they don't have control. So that's it for their turn. Their cash, they still have 5 cards in the queue. They're good. No end commands, comes back to me. And we check. I don't have any start commands. I don't gain control. I'm not compiling, so I can take an action. And I think I'm going to try and compile this rightmost line. So I'm going to play actually Lust 3. Your opponent reveals 1 random card from their hand. Play that card face down on their side. And then end, you may lose control if you do flip 1 card. So to randomize, since I kind of know what some of these are anyway, this is not in the directions anywhere, it's just a decision I'm making on the fly. I'm going to shuffle these cards so that I can reveal 1 at random. So I will just make a new queue now and reveal the first one at random. So it's luck 4, and reveal 1 random card from their hand. I get to play that card face down on their side. I don't want it to be here. I'm gonna place it covering Pride. I think that's where I want it. Okay, so I played a card, did the command. So my cash is fine. And it says you may lose control if you did flip 1 card. I don't have control to lose. So back to the bot. No start commands. Control. It's got 6 to 2 and 2 to 0. So they do gain control. Okay. They can't compile. So now it's actions. They're going to play this face down where they have the smallest number. So that's going to be here in the gravity line. Face up. Gravity 0. For every 2 cards in this line, play the top card of your deck face down under this card. Oh no. So this puts them up to 4, and I have 3. But this card, I was going to play less 0, which was going to add 10 to those numbers. So now I'm behind here. They get 1 more card. Pride 3. Flip 1 of your face down cards. But all their face down cards are covered, so they can't do that. Ooh, so they're in a powerful position now. So their cash is fine. They have no end commands. Comes back to me. I have no start commands. I'm not gaining control. But I am going to play Lust 5. And I have to discard a card. I'll discard Assimilation 6. So now I'm up to 8 in this line. This should put me up to 18, so hopefully I'll be okay here. Now my cash is fine. I have no end commands. Come back over here. No start commands. They already have control and they're keeping it, it looks like. So they can't compile, so they can take an action. They have 1 card to play. So I'm going to play it where they have the lowest value, and that's going to be here. in luck. Now they're out of cards. So no end commands comes back to me. Okay, this is looking good. Got no start commands. I don't gain control. And I can't compile, but I'll play Lust 0. Each player's total value in this line is increased by 10. So it's now 18 to 14. And then gain control. I get it. And your opponent can't compile if you have control. And then I have no end commands. So we come back over to here. They have no start commands. They're going to get control right back because they've got more in the middle line and the left line. I didn't keep it long. And then they can't compile, so they're going to take their action, which is just to set up a new queue. Their cache is fine. No end commands comes back to me. No start commands. I don't gain control, but I can compile because I have 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're increased by 10, 18 to 14. I have 10 or more and more than my opponent. So this line compiles. That deletes this line. What was in there? Pride 2, Luck 2. All right. So I've got one line done. And my cache is fine. No end commands. Come back over here. No start commands. They keep control. Well, you don't check to see if you lose control. That was a mistake I made last time. They still have higher than me in 2 lines. So if they didn't have control, they would gain it. But if they did not have more than me in 2 lines, they don't lose control. I have to take control back. So anyway, they can't compile, so they're going to take actions. They're going to play the first card face down in this line where they have the lowest total value. Then they'll play this face up, gravity 1, draw 2 cards, shift 1 card either to or from this line. All right, so let's draw 2 cards and then shift to or from. What do I want to do? Hard to say because I have no hand of cards, so I don't know if I want to push speed or assimilation more. What do I don't think I want to shift this out. I'd rather probably shift something here. So if I shift this out, they're only ahead of me by 4. And if I shift this out, there's a middle command that's going to do something. I'm going to shift this out so it doesn't have a command. So shift this to this line. Fine. Now they have one more card to play because they did a face down and a face up. One more face up. Pride 0. Oh boy. After you compile, refresh. If you have control, shift one other card. Else, shift one of your cards. Yeesh. So they do have control. They're going to shift one card. I'm going to have them shift speed 2 over to the assimilation line. They can't shift this 0. I don't want them to shift either of these because it'll trigger a middle, what's it called? Command. So, okay. That was their actions. They checked their cache. They've only got 4 cards, so they're fine. No end commands. Now it comes back to me. I have no start commands. I don't gain control. Can't compile. My action is just going to be to draw 5 cards. At least it looks like I got a fair amount of assimilation. So I've got speed 4, shift one of your opponent's face down cards. Speed 0, play 1 card. It's a nice one if you can flip it. Assimilation 1, 2, and 5. So 1 is discard 1 card and refresh. After a player refreshes, draw the top card of your opponent's deck. Discard 1 card into their trash. We have Assimilation 2, end command, play the top card of your opponent's deck face down in this stack. I like that a lot. And then Assimilation 5. It's a pretty typical 5er. So I think I probably want to play Assimilation 2 and 5. And then I'll be pretty close. Actually, that would get me to 11. So let's see if I can do that. I have no end commands. Coming back over here. No start, no control, no compiling. So take an action. They're going to play first card face down. So in this line, they've got 6. Here they've got 4. And here they've got 6. So they're going to play this here. Then luck 5. Oh, okay. You discard 1 card. That's gravity 5. And then gravity 4. Oh boy. Shift 1 face down card to this line. They don't have any face down cards they can shift. Yeesh. So they're ready to compile both these lines. I'm going to see if I can try and race them on this one, I guess. I'm going to play. I'm going to try and race them here. I'm going to play Assimilation 2. So I'm up to 4 in this line, and then no cash, and then end. I have an end effect. Play the top card of your opponent's deck face down in this stack. So I gained one of their cards. I don't know what it is. So that puts me up to 6 in this line. This 5 will get me to 11 to tie them so that they can't compile. So I have no other end commands. We come over here, no start commands. They do have control, and now they can compile. And they have 2 lines they can compile. 2, 4, 6, 11 to my 6, and then 2, 3, 6, 10 to my 0. So they can only compile one of these lines. I get to choose which it is. I'm going to choose gravity, and they have control, so they're going to lose control, and then they can either swap 2 of their protocols or 2 of my protocols. And I'm happy with where my protocols are, so I'm going to swap 2 of theirs. Let's swap Pride and Luck. So that way they've got their high luck card. So if they do any more, what am I thinking? I'm going to let them compile gravity. That's I guess that's what I care about. Okay. So I've done that. Now they're compiling. They're going to compile this line. So if I had any cards here, they would clear. Then they check cache. They're at 0. No end commands. Comes back to me. No start commands. I'm not going to gain control. I can't compile. So I'm going to take an action. I'm going to play Assimilation 5. And I will discard speed 0. I don't think that's doing anything for me right now. Then I check my cache. I'm good. Go to end effects. I have no end effects. So we come back over here. Start. They have 6 to 0. These are 0, and these are 11 to 11. So they don't control at least 2 lines. They don't gain control. And then they check, can they compile? And no, they have 11, which is 10 or more, but they don't have more than me because we both have 11. So they can't compile. So they're going to take an action, and it's just going to be a refresh action. So there's their first card. We're going to shuffle their deck. Oh boy. We're racing on that middle line. But the good news is if I'm able to compile it, or they compile it, either way, my speed 2 is going to shift, and I'll shift it back to the speed line, which is something else I can try and work on. You can see that, we've obviously gone through the bot's whole deck here because I'm reshuffling their deck so they can refresh. My deck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards still in it. So, playing 3 cards per turn really helps you to get through your deck quickly. I've noticed. All right, so that was their turn. Their cache is good. No end effects. Comes back to me. Start. No, I don't gain control. I can't compile either, so I can take an action. And I'm going to play Assimilation 1 while I can. So that gets me to 12 where they have 11. Discard 1 card and refresh. So that gets more cards in my hand. Wow, some big ones. And after a player refreshes, I wish I'd had this down before they did that. That was a mistake. But no, I guess I had to play it this way. But draw the top card of your opponent's deck. Discard 1 card into their trash. So let me draw this from their deck. I get Gravity 1. I don't know that helps me at all. Draw 2 cards, shift 1 card either to or from this line. Well, that could be helpful. What would I like to give them? Kind of want to give them Assimilation 4, but that's like the card I might need most on this next turn. Draw the top card of your opponent's deck. Your opponent draws the top card of your deck. Well, how about speed 5? I can try and do other things. Shift 1 of your other cards. I could use Lust 6 in my speed line. I'm going to give them speed 5. That goes into their trash. That's an interesting trade. Gravity 1 for speed 5, but okay. So that was all the effect of me playing this card. We check my cache. I'm still at 5. No end effects. Come back over here. So no start effects. They don't gain control. They have more than me in line 1, but not the middle line. They can't compile. It's 11 to 12. So they're going to play this card here, face down. All right. No pride, no pride, no pride. Luck 2. Discard the top card of your deck. Draw cards equal to the value of the discarded card. Interesting. 3. It's luck 3. So we're going to draw 3 cards. I'm going to get 1, 2, and then we're going to have to shuffle these out. They're either going to get luck 3 or speed 5. All right. 3. And then they play one more card face up. No pride. Gravity 4. Shift one face down card to this line. There are no face down cards that can be shifted. Okay. No end command. Their cache is fine. They've got 5 in the queue. No end commands. Comes back to me. No start commands. I don't gain control, but I can compile 12 to 11. So when you can compile, you must compile. Oh, gravity 6. How did I get that? Cool. Gravity 6. Oh, I got that from this. Where was that? This one. Cool. Okay. So that is done. This is compiled. It's a cool looking card. These get deleted. Oh, there's their Pride 5. It was face down. And now, oh, oops, almost forgot. Speed 2, when this card would be deleted by compiling, which is what just happened, shift this card instead, even if this card was covered. So I'll shift it back over to here. So now again, we check my cache. It's good. No end effects. We come back here. No start effects. They do gain control. They've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 6, where I have 2 and 0. They've got control. They cannot compile. They're going to take actions. They're going to play their 2 face down here in Pride. Here's Gravity 5. Didn't I just have that? Am I losing my mind? Oh, that was Gravity 6. Okay. They discard 1 card. Oh, they're going to compile. Ooh, and that's already been compiled. That's an instant win for them. That's not good. And they play 1 more card. Gravity 0. For every 2 cards in this line, play the top card of your deck face down under this card. Luckily, they've only got 1 card in their deck, but they're going to win unless I can stop that. Shoot. Their cache is fine. No end commands. Come back over to here. No start. I don't gain control. I can't compile. So how am I going to deal with this? They've got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I'm toast. I don't think I can do anything about that. I would like to, like I can, I could shift, like I could play Gravity 1 in the gravity line here, draw 2 cards, shift 1 card either to or from this line. I could shift this away, but because it's a 0, it doesn't actually change anything. So let's just go through my options. Assimilation 0. Put one of your opponent's covered or uncovered face down cards into your hand. What? Yeah, that'll do it. I'm playing that. Assimilation 0. Put one of your opponent's covered or uncovered face down cards into your hand. That'll only get them down to 11. No. All right, let's go through some more options. Draw the top card of your opponent's deck. Your opponent draws the top card of your deck. That won't help. Shift one of your other cards, and you may shift one of your cards. If you do, flip this card. No. And then Lust 6. I would like to play it and then shift it into the speed line. But I don't want to play it now because it would get deleted. You know what I'm going to do? Actually, I just had a thought. Because they've got control, so they have to change protocols, and I get to make the choice, and I'm going to swap Gravity with something else so that they don't double compile it. So the game will continue, but this line is going to get cleared. So what do I want to do? Shift 1 card either to or from this line. Well, maybe that's a thing to do. Where was that? Gravity 1? Maybe I play their Gravity card like this. Because my thinking then is that I could shift, for example, Luck 2 into this line, and then it'll be superfluous, and it'll get deleted, rather than continue to sit in this line where I'm going to compete with speed. But if I do that, if you have control, shift 1 other card, else shift 1 of your cards. Oh, actually, I think that could be even better. So, okay, let me try and use the bots commands to help me. I'm playing Gravity 1 in the Gravity line, and then it says draw 2 cards. So I'll probably have to check my cache, but that's okay. I've drawn 2 cards, and then shift 1 card either to or from this line. I'm going to shift Luck 2 into this line, so it's not adding its value to the luck line. And then I've just revealed this middle command. If you have control, which they do, shift 1 other card. So I can shift Gravity 1 over to here just to give me a little bit more in the speed line where I need it. So I'll do that. So a minute ago, they had 8-2, and now it's 6-3. I like those odds. That's a little bit better. So I've finished my action now. We check my cache. I have 6 cards, so I need to delete a card. And I'll delete Assimilation 4. I don't think that one's going to do much for me right now. So I've got 5 cards in hand. No end commands. We're coming back over here. No start commands. They do have control already. Can they compile? Yes, they can compile here. They have control, so they're going to spend it to rearrange protocols. And I'm going to swap, I think, Pride and Gravity. Okay. Now they're going to compile because they've got just a giant number here. We'll have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in this line. Ooh, they had Pride 6 all locked up there. Okay, so they've compiled there. This doesn't have anything to delete. We flip this over. Now check their cache. They're fine. No end commands. Back to me. Let's do some damage. So I'm going to play Lust 6. And this says discard 1 card. And I'm going to discard probably Lust 2, I think. Yeah, even though that's really good. Yeah, I'm going to discard that one. And then your opponent plays 1 card face down in this line. So they're going to play this here. All right, I think I'm happy with that. So now check my cache. I'm fine. No end protocol or no end commands. So we come back over here. No. Oh, I forgot about this. They had this last time. After you compile, refresh. Oh, that's bad. So they would have, after they compiled, they would have refreshed. That changes the calculus on what I just did. Shoot. I might change my mind on the Lust 6 there. Well, no, I'm still good with it. It was either going to be Lust 6 or Lust 4, and I was going to try and play them both, followed by Speed 3. But playing 6 first was a little bit more conservative, or a little bit less risky. So I guess I'll keep it how I had it. So they compiled, then they refreshed, then they get to play 1 face down card in this line. So now it comes to them. I was expecting that they would have to refresh this turn and then I'd be fine, but they're not refreshing. They're going to play some more cards. So no start commands. They do gain control and they can't compile. They're going to take their actions. They're going to play this face down in one of these 2 lines. And I'm going to go here because I think there's a Pride 6 and I have Gravity 6. So we've got Gravity 0. For every 2 cards in this line, play the top card of your deck face down under this card. Jeez. And one more, Luck 2. Discard the top card of your deck. Draw cards equal to the value of the discarded card. 5. Goodness gracious. So they draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we go to cache. They've got too much. They've got to get rid of Luck 5. And no end commands. All right, so what are they at in this line? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I don't really have time to mess around with Lust 4. I'm going to play Speed 3 in the speed line. And then this says shift one of your other cards. I'm going to shift Lust 6. So that gets me 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to their 8. Hopefully that will do it. My cache is fine. No end commands. We come back here. No start commands. They have control already. They can't compile anything, so they're going to take actions. This will be crucial. This goes face down here. This, Luck 0. I'm glad it's a 0. State a number, draw 3 cards, reveal 1 card drawn with the face-up value of your stated number. You may play it. Well, let's see. This is public info. They've got 2 5s here and only 1 card here. So to draw 3 cards, they're going to have to shuffle these 5s in here. So I'm going to say anything but 5. State a number, draw 3 cards. And, I could just be a little ridiculous and state a number like 9 that I know isn't in the deck, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to state 0 because I see all their 0s are already in play. So unless they have one of my 0s, which they very well could. All right, draw 3 cards, reveal 1 card, with the drawn face-up value of your stated number, you may play it. They've got 5, 5, and 3. No 0s. So Again, I'll shuffle these up. They can't play it. They have drawn 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So they've played a face down card and a face up card and a face up card. I think that was their last card. So now we check cash. They've got too many cards. They've got to discard 1. Pride 2, okay. And now it comes back to me. No start commands. I don't gain control, but I think I can compile. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 2, 4, 8. Yes, I can compile the speed line. So this gets to flip. These all get cleared, and it looks like I won the day. So that is how the compile solo mode works. If you randomize the decks or the protocols, and you can mix and match from compile 1, 2, and 3 with the aux packs, this is how it's going to kind of look. So I felt like I generally had control of this one as I went. I didn't really have the control token very much, but I had pretty good control of the field and what was going on. It was really close to me losing to the bot compiling gravity a second time, but luckily I got to make the choice when they spent their control marker. If it appeared easy, I promise it wasn't, but if it appeared easy, scenario 6 is so much harder than scenario 5. So they play 3 cards on their turn, same as this, except the first one is also face up. So they play 3 face up cards on their turn. And then when they return the control token, when they spend control, instead of rearranging protocols, they draw another card. So for example, in this instance where we saw them spending this before they compile, I used that to my advantage. They would have just drawn a card and I would have lost the game. So that scenario number 6 is a real tough one. I haven't cracked that yet, especially against the protocols that are listed in there. Overwhelm, momentum, and ambush. It's just like an unbelievable combination, particularly when you are playing 3 cards face up on a turn. So if you want a real challenge, I recommend you give that a shot. But this way, hopefully, if you've only got compile 1 or 2, or just 1 and 2 without 3, hopefully this shows you how you can play the solo mode and enjoy it. Now, again, I just want to emphasize that the scenarios in the compile main 3 solo booklet are curated, so they work in a particular way. I just want to emphasize again, like, this could be fairly swingy depending on what you draw. Like, luck is kind of a weird one, and gravity is perfectly playable, but it's I don't think it's like a top tier protocol necessarily. It depends on what's going on. I mean, it was still helpful for me to have the gravity 1 card for sure, so it's got its uses. But if you randomly draw protocols for the bot and they get, I don't know, hate, corruption, and death, like, yeah, you're gonna be in for a rough game. But there you go. There's another compile solo playthrough in the books. Again, if you've got a particular combination you would like to see, let me know. Otherwise, I'm happy to put these random matchups on the channel from time to time. This is the way that I like to play it, and this is I've been playing it this way a lot recently. So I was kind of glad when the first video did well. It was just an excuse to put it on camera again. But as usual, I would love to know what you think. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, or if you think I've made any mistakes, let me know. This will be on Board Game Geek again, so you can leave a like or comment over there, or again, get a table for 1 micro badge. That's a fun way to show your appreciation. I've still got the coffee page, ko-fi, that hasn't gone away in the last 20 minutes. You can share this video. You can get table for 1 merchandise. You can leave a super thanks. I mean, there's a lot of ways to interact. Pick your favorite and let's go. But I had a great time playing Compile. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for watching Table for 1, and I will see you in the next video.